welcome. Your Saudi Arabia preview as F1 heads to Saudi for the second round of the season. Saudi taking over the world of sport. The golf's there, the football, the boxing. Joshua's fights coming up there, you've got the snooker there right now. This country is taking over the world of sport. The Jeddah Corniche circuit under the lights, 27 turns, 50 laps, and I believe 3 DRS zones. You got one down the main straight, one at the back. We've seen many crazy Grand Prix here, and I think we'll be in for another one on Saturday. Also, the race will be on Saturday again. So yeah. But yeah, this country taking over. And there's so many. F1, boxing, snooker, golf, football. Yeah. So, what? Can anyone stop Red Bull? Can anyone stop Red Bull? It looked ominous for the season as Red Bull absolutely, and Max in particular, battered the field. He barely broke sweat. And if he was pushed, I believe he could go up another 5 gears. And that is worrying for the season. You look at Red Bull, same as usual. And they'll be hoping to get another one too. Ferrari, they've got some pace. Can we see that pace? Charles Leclerc had a lot of issues during Bahrain. Sainz was very good. Hopefully Ferrari can address them issues. Mercedes, they need a bit more pace, I would say, and they struggled also with car issues. Hamilton complaining of a seat issue. Yeah, and you don't want a seat issue around this track. This track is brutal. It is brutal. There's so many corners. One mistake, you're in the wall. We've seen crazy Grand Prix here, but famously between Max and Lewis. That time they ran into the back of each other. It was crazy. Absolutely madness. McLaren, they scored points first race. It was a disaster Grand Prix here last year, so points, I would take points for McLaren around here. Aston Martin, they just looked the 5th best team. They had a solid first race, nothing special. They'll be looking to get a bit higher than 9th and 10th. Racing Bulls, animosity, friction in the team, caused by the team. The two drivers will be hoping to... I'm expecting a bit more from Racing Bulls. They should be in the points. Williams, quite an average first race for them at Bahrain. I'd be expecting a bit more from them as well. Should be looking for points. Surely a safety car is going to happen around this circuit. I'd be amazed if it didn't. Sauber, they had a big pit stop issue with Bottas, so they'll be looking to address that. Guan Yu Zhou had a good first race. He'll be hoping to capitalise on that. Haas, they had a positive race. Race pace looks better. Tyre wear didn't look as bad. And Alpine, absolute disastrous. They've just... I mean, what is going on with Alpine? That is a question coming into the weekend. Where do they go from here? They're the worst team. Ocon, Gasly, frustrated. They've just lost another key member of the team, Harman. They blamed Otmar for Alpine's downfall. The next guy will pay the price, Famine. And it's a rolling circle. It's honestly like Manchester United managers. They're just sacking with no progress. And that is basically the story. It's a disgrace from Alpine's side. But I'm looking forward to the race. It's weird how qualifying's Friday, race Saturday. But we go into these weekends just hoping we can see a fight at the front. But I fully expect another dominant display by Red Bull. Go back a couple of years when Max was on that absolute world-class lap and he crashed at the last corner. Yeah, big problems at Alpine. We just need Red Bull are favourites. I'm hoping Ferrari can compete. We've seen a good race between Max and Leclerc round here, so I'm hoping they can compete. It's a tough, brutal track. Concentration needs to be top, because one mistake, you're in the wall. Yeah, it's twisty in places as well, especially when you come out of that fast corner right at the end of the lap. Looking forward to it. So join me for qualifying reaction, race reaction, and driver ratings. F1 heads to Saudi. What is it going to bring this year? Yeah, it's taking over the world of sport. This country. Looking forward to the race weekend. Bring it on. Let's hope someone can actually compete with Red Bull.